And hello, welcome everybody to this quick stream. We are going to have a quick look at some new changes to search and also to the keyboard mode. Welcome everybody. Maybe you're watching live. If so, good afternoon or good morning or good evening. But you're probably watching the replay. If you've got any questions, please ask me now or send us an email afterwards, and we'll reply to you as soon as we can. Rightio, let's jump into it. So here we have a Rota, and you may know for a long time you can assign an employee, and when you have a long list of employees like this, you can just search their name. Let's say I want to assign Millie. And you can just type their name, and then once they're listed first in the search order, you just press enter, and that employee is assigned. So let's assign someone else. Let's say I want to assign one of these employees, say Eliza Griffiths. And if I type G, she's not listed first yet, but if I type R, now she's listed first, and I can just hit enter. And she's assigned. Let's say I want to assign Leo. Okay, now Leo's not listed first, but if I type another letter, now Leo's first. Leon is also listed, but if I hit enter, only Leo is assigned. Now Leon is listed first. If I hit enter, Leon is assigned. So we've had that functionality for a long time, and it's really convenient when you've got a long list of employees. But a few new things. First of all, you might notice that when we're searching, that the text that we've typed is now highlighted, underlined. If you look here, James, Jacob, Jaden. If I type one more letter, now JAM of James is highlighted. So before we didn't have that, and maybe it's a little bit hard to work out what's matching and where it's matching. But now you get this pattern matching, so it's really easy to see which parts of the name are being matched. So that's new, and hopefully it's helpful. Not only is it in the employee assignment menu, it's also in the client assignment menu and the resource assignment menu. Maybe you have a lot of clients, maybe 100 clients, or 50 clients, 20 clients, maybe you have 100 resources. Now it's much easier to find those resources and assign them with that pattern matching. Now that pattern matching also now appears in the employee menu. The employee menu for a long time had a similar thing where you can type the employee's name and it would show the results. Now when you hit enter, the employee profile opens up straight away. So that's very useful. And let's try. Let's try back to where we were. Let's try another name. Let's search for Leon. Enter, and Leon's employee profile opens straight up. So that's super useful. And what you could do now actually is you can press escape and that dialog will close. And if you press escape from this search box, then the employee dialog will close. Resources, the same thing on resources. We can quickly search resources and open up their profile. And the same with clients. So that's searching for employees, clients, and resources. Now, you may have seen it already. If you have a lot of rotas or a lot of workforces, now in the rotas menu tab here, there we go. You have a workforce search field. So we can search for, say, security, and it jumps straight to the security service. And if I press enter, then it takes me to that workforce. Let's try that again. Let's try that again with a different workforce. If I want to switch to the burger workforce, I just hit enter and it will now take me to that workforce. Let's have a look. yeah, let's search for the events workforce, press enter, and I'm straight there. So it's super useful for switching between workforces. It takes you to the all Rota view for those workforces. Let's now look at Rota search. There's also the Rota search. So maybe you don't want to look at all workforces, all rotas in the workforce. Now you can just look at search for individual rotas. So if I want the North Team rota, I can just type NR and then enter, and it goes straight there. Let's say search for the Reed LLC rota in the security service, press enter, and it takes me straight to that rota. So it's a very quick way to jump and switch between workforces and rotas. So those are new features, especially the pattern matching, much quicker than the old-fashioned way of manually scrolling, searching, finding the rota that you want to look at. Now you can just simply jump to this rota search, type in the name of the rota you want to go to, and hit enter, and it takes you straight there. So that's the update on search. Now we have a related update on keyboard commands, and I've pre-recorded a video for this because I couldn't get the keyboard commands to display on the screen. I'll have that for a future stream, but right now let's jump into the video of the new keyboard features. Okay, time for a quick update on keyboard mode. So keyboard mode can be enabled on the Rota view from the view options menu. You might have it on already, or you might have it off. This dialog pops up. What we can do is, if I reload the page, we can see that the keyboard help icon is there, and that tells us we can just click on the question mark to bring up the keyboard help, and then click escape to close. So that's very easy. Keyboard mode allows you to navigate the rota and navigate individual shifts and mark out multiple shifts and mark out multiple rows and all sorts of things. So it's been around for ages, and it continues to work like it always has. But we've added some new commands to the top level. Let's have a look at those. Here's the help. We can now press C to open the clients menu. We can press E to open the employees menu. We can press M to toggle between week or month view on the rota. We can click N to go to the next week or the next month. We can click P to go back to the previous week. We can click R to open the resources menu. We can click S to search or select a new rota. We can click T to go to today or this month. And we can click W to quickly search the workforces. So let's have a look at some of that in action. Let's start with N. If I click N, it takes me to the next week. N, it takes me to the next week again. Here's the date here. P takes us back. P takes us back. If I click T, it takes us to the today view. So that's very quick navigation without taking our hands off the keyboard. You can't see my keyboard, it's here, but you can see the commands as I type them there in the pop-up window. Now, what else do we have? We can click M to toggle between month, and click M again to go back to week view. So that's very quick. And let's click E to open the employees menu, and right there I'm in the employee search, so I can type in a name like Aaron and then click enter, and straight away I'm in Aaron's employee record. What I can do here is that I actually press escape, and it takes me back to where I was, which is great. I can now look at someone else, say Hudson, and Hudson's profile, escape, and maybe look at somebody else, Ava. So a very quick way to navigate the employee profiles. Now, we can press escape from here to close that dialog. So E to open it up, and escape to close. We can press C to open up the clients menu, and again we can look at clients and escape to close. And the same with the resources menu, R to open it. I have no resources in this workforce. Now, if you might have maybe dozens or more of rotas in your workforce, so you can press S to quickly open up the search dialog. And if I type in something here, say North Team, I can quickly just jump to the North Team rota, or I can search and quickly jump to the South, looking at only the South Team rota. S for searching, or I can even look at rotas in a different workforce. So I can look at the shop rota. The burger shop rota, or I can search and look for say the Robertson Group rota in the security workforce. So very quickly I can switch between different rotas in different workforces. Let's go back to the North Team. Now I can also switch between workforces. If I click on W, brings up the same menu, but now you notice I'm in the workforce search box. So now I'm just searching on workforces. And if I type, say, security, then there's the security workforce. Click enter. There's all the security workforce rotas. Let's try W again and look at, say, the events workforce. Bang, there I'm looking at that. W. Let's look at the retail workforce. There's the retail workforce. So very, very quick. Let's look at the transport workforce. Very, very quick navigation between multiple different workforces if you have them. You probably only have one, but if you have more than one, then you can now just use these keyboard commands to very quickly jump and navigate between them. So that's the new keyboard commands. You can find more information in the keyboard help. And if you have the keyboard mode turned on, then you just use these, commands to quickly navigate around. I will have some more updates for the keyboard command and keyboard mode in the future, but that's just a bunch of initial updates. First time in a long time, keyboard mode has had some love. So try them out and let us know what you think. And there we are, keyboard mode and search updates. We seem to have had a massive dropout there in the stream through that video. We restarted, but whether you join us for the first half or the second half, who knows. I'm going to stitch these videos together and repost them. If you're on the different platforms, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, LinkedIn, please find our page, subscribe, and catch the next stream. Thanks very much. Bye-bye.